this workshop.
Yes. Just a minute.
Something useful. Even one good thing which you can use after, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Great. I can see people have joined us. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here with one of my favorite directors. I met him in Cinematographer Film Festival in Italy. His name is Sebastian Krolak. And as you can see, he's a young man. So this page is specifically for young African filmmakers. So thank you for tuning in, because we want to interact with the right kind of people who get us, people who understand what we are going through. And so somebody like Sebastian is on that stage where we are and where we want to go together. And I think somebody that we can work with in the long term. And so we're really, happy to have him here with us today. And before, first, I'm going to ask Sebastian to introduce himself and tell us what he does. And after that, I'm going to play his first trailer for directing. Then I'll ask him the first question. So Sebastian, welcome to the show. Thank you for creating time to be here. And tell us about yourself, what you do.
Okay, so generally I'm from Poland. Yeah, I came to UK around 4 years ago, yeah. And I think that was one of my best decisions I ever could make, because I grew up much more than I could ever imagine in Poland for that time. So definitely that was such a good decision. I'm a director, DOP. I'm also lighting, work as a gaffer, and I will show you and prove today how big connected this three parts is in a good way to directing, to understand well each part of filmmaking, like DOP, gaffer, even production design, how important is in directing way. So as I said, I'm in UK around 4 years, and because I love travel, so I decided, connect and explore culture. I decided, connect this with directing way, go to other country, tell a lot of amazing story. Like last year when I was in Kenya, which is like, mind of nice topic, culture and everything, which is just pleasure for me to be able to try understand this and show this in a film. But not only there, I was shooting also in Singapore in Asia. I was shooting also in Italy. So, and I have a plan to shoot everywhere around the world. So I think step by step I will do. I will try to go everywhere. So.
Amazing, Sebastian. Just before you continue, I just want to show people your director's show reel, and then we come back. So guys, I'm playing Sebastian's director's show reel so that you're able to see the kind of work he does, and then we'll come back and I'll ask him some questions, and if you have some questions you can also ask. So here we go.
Wait. Stefan!
Може да си купим билетите, може да си купим визите и всъщност наистина да отидем в Америка. И знаеш, че веднъж като стигнем там, всичко е супер лесно. Мога да ти покажа всички тези неща. Извиняй. Трябва да тръгнем. Може би трябва да се прибереш у вас. Знаеш какво? Това може би за теб беше някаква грешка. Може би за тебе беше някаква игра, да си играем на актриси, да ходим в Холивуд. Тра-ла-ла.
Io qui Tommaso. Mi fermo.
Non è stupendo.
Invece sì. Ma come sta finito qui?
Ciao Lisa! Lisa, guarda. Guarda che bella, guarda.
Tommaso, ok. Tommaso, d'accordo? Io parlo un attimo con lei e siamo di nuovo da te. Va bene. Ehi.
Akimoha na shuka, akimera maikareve, maikarade, oire kahiu akimatinia cha. Enyoba ya mware wito,
Enyoba ya mawerito,
enyoba ya mware wito, egiteto naitaji.
Знам, че го правиш заради
Enyoba
нея.
ya mware wito, egiteto naitaji. Enaishude shangobe. Enyoba ya mware wito, egiteto naitaji. Enaishude shangobe.
Парите са си много важна работа, така че. Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round, the fancy sound. Money.
Great. Good job, Sebastian. That was your director's showreel that I just played. And welcome to the show. And as it says, today we are focusing on asking you a big question, because we can see that you have a special style of storytelling, of visual storytelling. And so maybe to begin us off, I want to ask you a question about visual storytelling. To you, when I mention the word visual storytelling, what comes to your mind?
Okay.
And what's the relationship between visual storytelling and directing? Sorry about that. Yeah.
Okay, generally, that's a good question, but it's actually best question for people, because for the filmmaker, each filmmaker, when you're asking about the style, it's something what is really hard to say, what actually is in personal style, It's, as I told you, for each filmmaker, it's really hard, like ask director, what is your actually style? Actually, I don't know, I just feeling, I feel and I do it what became to my mind. So I think in this case it's not right, but I can try to answer as I imagine, how in my opinion this style it can look like, because what I doing when I'm making a films, I taking story and try to take and work with the actors to make the story comes real. So that's actually the most important part in it, like we have a story. This story is kind of the map, because always from the beginning, script is just kind of the map for me, and that's something what I always telling to actors, I think listen, take the script, read the script. Of course, you need to learn everything, but after that, forget it. We're doing our story, You're not Leonardo DiCaprio, you're not Johnny Depp. You are your own, and I wanna see you in this in this way, So definitely, I put a lot of effort for relation between characters. So I really open for technique which I using, you know, because in this show reel, I definitely have a lot of handheld camera, rig camera, and I really I made this decision in that moment because I could focus in this case just on the actors, you know, I could forget about the camera. In this case, when I was working in my DOP, such amazing DOP, I told her, listen, we have a nice part of story and let's become much deeper into it and to work with the actors. So let's try improvise a bit. I will be 100% into this what actors doing. And in this case, you just need to catch this really well. Of course, there's a lot of rules which you need to use during this kind of directing, because I personally love in this case, for example, Lars von Trier, which in his films, especially Dogma films, show how technically parts of film is not important. You know, it actually doesn't matter. When you watch film, that's, you know, that's phenomenon, you know, for me, because I love Hollywood films, all this kind of stuff. And one of my favorite film, it's Lord of the Rings. Really, it's fantasy film, which is very beautiful, well made. But except that, another film which is also one of my best is Dancer in the Dark, which was made in Dogma. It's completely a raw film, which is focused on the acting, on the story, and in this case, from directing side, absolutely, I'm putting a lot the higher effort on this acting part, because I know like all techniques, all camera movement, or the equipment you're using is just kind of, you know, if you have better equipment, if you have a bigger budget, you can start to play with it, because of course I trying to do it as well, and because if like this is a really big topic, I will try to jump between one to another. But definitely, especially for filmmakers, young filmmakers, which making a movie for first time, I suggest take you saw this all Hollywood nice film, yeah? Right now, forget about it. Forget about it and focus on yourself, on the actors to tell story. Let's learn first how to tell the story, how to get your way in providing actors, how to get your way to guide the actors during the scene. After that, you will have time, 1 million occasion to make really nice shot with Steadicam, other dolly track. You will have time for it. First,